Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says he doesn't care if Filipino fishermen are allowed to fish in Panatag or Scarborough Shoal out of China's goodwill, as what matters is that they now have access to the shoal's resources. This comes after questions on China's statement saying it has made appropriate arrangements for the Philippine fishermen to fish in relevant waters out of goodwill.
Actually, I don't care what the reason is, but as counsel for the fishermen, they're able to fish now under the administration of President Duterte. And to me, as their counsel, as their former counsel, that's what matters.
Roque was former counsel to fishermen who protested China's harassment in Panatag during the previous administration. In 2015, he helped displaced Zambales fishermen file a case against China before the United Nations Committee on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. Roque said the issue should be considered settled as it means that China was no longer violating the fishermen's right to life and livelihood. While the Filipino fishermen are now able to fish in Panatag, China Coast Guard vessels take the best of their catch. Filipino maritime law expert J. Batong Bakal says this shows China's effective control of the shoal. The three Zambales fishermen who lost their best catch to Chinese Coast Guard members say they felt they were not in a position to refuse the Chinese. Chinese Ambassador Zhao Tianhua promises the China Coast Guard personnel involved will be disciplined if their investigation verifies the report. Judicial and Bar Council or JBC member Toribio Ilaw asks Supreme Court Associate Justice applicants, what are the elements of freedom of expression? None of the first three applicants answers accurately. Court of Appeals or CA Associate Justice Oscar Badelies admits he cannot recall what the elements are.
What are the elements of freedom of expression?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I cannot recall them, Your Honor.
Davao Judge Carlos Espero also admits he's not aware of the elements.
Frankly, Your Honor, I'm not aware.
CA Associate Justice Manuel Barrios gives a lengthier answer.
You are a person, you're a person who is enjoying the rights under the Bill of Rights of our Constitution. Second, you believe in one thing and do an act or refuse to do an act that is in consonance with your personal belief. In other words, that's how you express your personal beliefs.
Ilaw says freedom of expression is not subject to any prior restraint or censorship and subsequent punishment. Human Rights Watch or HRW condemns the killings of Catholic priests and journalists in the Philippines, calling it a matter of grave concern. HRW Asia Division's Carlos Conde says these killings, alongside the thousands of deaths in the drug war, are grim reminders of the vulnerability of the poor and those who speak out for their rights and against the deadly extrajudicial violence. 3 members of the clergy have been killed since December 2017. Father Richmond Nilo in Nueva Ecija, Father Mark Anthony Ventura in Cagayan, and Father Marcelito Paez in another part of Nueva Ecija. Lingayen Dagupan Archbishop Socrates Villegas, in a statement, calls on President Rodrigo Duterte to stop the verbal persecution of the Catholic Church. Malacanang condemns the killings of the 3 priests but remains silent on calls for Duterte to stop his tirades against the church. According to Reporters Without Borders, Davao publisher Dennis Denora is the 6th journalist to be murdered since the Duterte administration started. Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano says the Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA will open 100,000 slots in its passport appointment system on June 14. He says DFA will open 50,000 slots at noon and 50,000 more slots at 9 p.m. Cayetano adds the DFA will open 10,000 slots from Monday to Saturday, except holidays such as June 15. He said that on these days, the DFA will open 5,000 slots at noon and 5,000 more at 9 p.m. The DFA adds it released the first half of the 100,000 passport appointment slots at 12:12 p.m. on Thursday. But a check on the passport appointment website shows there are no more passport appointment slots in Metro Manila as of 2:50 p.m. Fresh sexual assault cases in Hollywood. Singer Kesha accuses record producer Dr. Luke of raping Katy Perry in a text message that she sent to Lady Gaga in 2016. Legal papers filed in May say Kesha told Gaga that Dr. Luke, whose real name is Lucas Gottwald, raped her and Katy Perry as well. Dr. Luke worked with Katy Perry on songs like I Kissed a Girl, Roar, and Teenage Dream. Kesha filed a lawsuit in October 2014 to void her contracts with Dr. Luke. She claims that for up to 10 years before she filed the suit, Dr. Luke sexually, physically, verbally, and emotionally abused her to the point where she nearly lost her life. Dr. Luke countersued later in October 2014, claiming defamation and breach of contract. In February 2016, Kesha was denied an injunction that would have allowed her to produce music outside of Dr. Luke's Kemosabe Records.